It thinks it can get away from me, but I got me rubber boots on. Good morning, guys. Today we're starting out with our coffee, and we're gonna run to the post office and go to Hobby Lobby and stuff. We gotta run some errands, so let's go knock those out and we'll be back. Guys, I got pulled over for speeding. It sucked. So I tried to go on the service road and I didn't know the speed limit, and I got pulled over. I didn't have my insurance card on me, and my window don't roll down, so started two bad things. So what I did was rolled all the windows down except the one. I pulled out my license and stuck it right on my wallet, and when the cop came up, I poked my head back, said, "Officer, my window doesn't roll down." He said, "Okay, great, open your door." I waited because it'd be stupid to open your door as he's walking up. And so, and as he walked up, I had my hands on the steering wheel, and so he could easily see we were doing nothing wrong, and I told him I actually took out my insurance card so I could so I could call him because I need to update our address because I've been slacking. Yes, we've been living here a long time, and I need a new card, and so I'm trying to get them to send me a new one. He just said, "You have insurance though, right?" And I said, "Yeah, you can see it in your system." And so he was like, "All right, cool." He's like, "The reason I pulled you over," and I said, "I know, I was speeding." He said, "Yeah, you're going 60 in a 45. He just basically said, "All right." And he kind of looked in the truck. He could see because all the windows were down. And he's like, "All right, I'm going to go run your stuff." And I was like, "All right, cool." So he came back. He said, "Just going to give you a warning. Just slow down. Please be careful." And I told him, "Not a problem." Anyways, the moral of the story is obey the speed limits. Have your insurance card on you. Have your license on you. But most of all, just give the police some respect. That's all they want is respect. My dad was a cop for years and years and years, and all he said was, give the cops respect, and you'll probably get off and you'll be fine. Don't be these people on the internet posting signs on your window and yell at them saying you can roll down the window or nothing, which I didn't roll down my window because it's broken. But just give the police a break. They're just trying to do the job. They're normal people. We probably got some cops that are viewers, and they're good people. So that's all I wanted to say was treat the police how you want to be treated yourself. But as you guys know, we put the rabbit out in a new cage, old cage that we redid, but you know what I mean. So let's go check on the rabbit and see how she's doing. Let's make sure she's still in her area because that'd be terrible if she wasn't. So let's go see. Yeah. All right, we're gonna feed the animals. Look at them all excited here. Guys, doesn't the barn look so much better? It's a little cleaned up. Oh, and she's tripping!
Uh-oh, quail's out.
Why are you tripping?
Because the quail's out.
Don't want. That little quail is out. Are you supposed to be out? No, come here. Look how tiny, little bitty quail. Let's put you back. Guys, we got another issue here. One of our quail is getting beat up. We just can't seem to luck out with this, so this quail's gonna have to go inside with us. This one looks a little better shape than our chicken did, so I'm glad we came and checked. As you guys can see, all our eggs are out of the nest.
So as you guys saw, the eggs are kind of scattered. I saw the chicken moving them earlier. The chickens and the ducks are fighting over who sits on them. So we're gonna have to improvise and figure out a way to keep them all together. So this is what we're gonna try. We're gonna put some grass in here. Well, not grass, but like old hay in here, and put the eggs in here, and hopefully they'll not knock them out.
We don't know if it's gonna work. This is an experiment. We didn't think that they would be fighting over who could sit on the eggs, so you'll see with us and see if it works. I don't know, we'll find out. So as you can see, we got the pan, put the eggs in there, put grass all on the bottom, and then I got some of the hay and feathers and stuff that we had from the nest, and we're gonna stick it under here, underneath the nesting box that has no grass because the goats get on it. But this way, it can go under there, won't get pooped on, won't get stepped on, and hopefully they'll lay there and we could save a few of these eggs. I don't think they're all gonna hatch. It just is what it is, but maybe a few will. That's all we care about, is trying to save a couple of them. Look at this nonsense.
They kept kicking the food out under the bottom, so I figured maybe that'll help them eat.
We know we need a better feeder when the long one's a little holes. Right now we don't have one, but whenever we get our better setup, that's what we're gonna do. But for now, we're just gonna have a, what? A bowl full of birds.
Yep.
Pan full of birds. Hopefully this little guy will be all right. I think he will. So, as these birds do their thing, they're dropping poop and they're dropping all the feed down here. So I'm not gonna waste that. So I'm gonna throw it out here to these guys and let them pick through it. Since it does have poop, I don't want it to go in the barn. Throw it out here. So what I'm gonna attempt to do now is go catch the white duck and put her under there and let her know that's where her eggs are at. Well, let's see if this is even gonna be possible. I'm gonna say no. Crikey, guys, you see that duck over there? It's over there in its natural habitat. So I'm gonna try to catch it without it seeing me. It thinks it can get away from me, but I got me rubber boots on. That's all I needed was for her to know where her eggs are at. Well, crikey, that didn't quite work the way we wanted. Why do I sound like British and not like crocodile?
Australian?
Crikey. So I'm gonna move the eggs back over there. We just figured we'll move the nest or the roosting poles over, and then I'm gonna put something over the top so they can't poop on them or mess with it anymore. So we're just gonna put them back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it was entertaining. So as you can see, I changed the plan again. We got this tub, and just put them in the bottom tub. That way, can block it, and hopefully, Stainer, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'll be all right.
We'll see. As of right now, they're probably not gonna hatch anyway, so it's worth a shot.
You guys, it feels nice outside when you're in the sun, but in here, in the wind, it's cold. So let's go check on Jessica Rabbit. Still got plenty of snacks.
Right here in the jungle.
So unfortunately, we had a bad storm that rolled through yesterday night. It destroyed our little greenhouse that we had. So we lost all of our tomatoes and peppers and lettuce that we were growing. So next best thing is I hit up Walmart and got some that are already growing, and all we need to do is just plant them in the garden and we'll be ready to go.
So it's not really what we wanted to do. We were trying to grow them from seed, but the storm kind of screwed us. We screwed ourselves by forgetting the stuff outside. So we're just gonna do this year. We'll do better next time.
We are gonna do some seeds though.
Yeah, not all seed. Oh, it looks like he bought more. So let's check what else he got.
So I picked up some sweet corn, some okra, carrots, and crimson sweet watermelon. So I bought several different types of tomatoes. I based everything off of what we were able to grow last year. So I got big red beefsteak tomatoes. I have little cherry tomatoes, Juliet tomatoes, husky cherry red tomatoes. And then over here, I have banana peppers, jalapenos, bell peppers, red peppers, and garden salsa peppers. And then I also have 2 sets of cucumbers. And then so I can grow on my front porch some fresh strawberries.
So this year, we're just gonna plant what we actually want to eat. Last year, we got a little trigger happy with it, if you want to call it that. And we started planting all this crazy stuff for no reason. And so this year, just what we want to eat, what we will eat, and
I'm also going to grow cilantro, parsley, probably some green onions, and some lemon thyme.
Can you talk without your hands?
No.
Lemon thyme.
Lemon thyme. So with the cucumbers, we're going to go ahead and pull these apart, grow them individually, and it's going to be too many nice. These are already starting to sprout out a little bit. Same thing with this one right here. So shouldn't be too long. I'm hoping maybe by the end of April, we'll already have some stuff growing and we'll be able to start eating healthy.
Guys, do y'all think Jared can talk without his hands?
Nah, bro.
Comment below if you think he could do a whole video without talking with his hands. So just a quick update on these eggs. Let's check them out. Temperature still 99.5, 53%. They've been moving. Hey, let's see. 18 days left. So we got a little setup here for the quail. We got it under here. Food and water. It was already drinking water and eating food, so we'll keep them inside for a couple days and watch them.
So I have my little trees over here. We got the pear, the peach tree. Got two different types of grapes growing. Got my raspberries, my blackberries, blueberries, figs, and that is a chili patine plant which will burn your booty.
One thing I'm excited to grow this year is potatoes. We did them last year and they did grow, but this year we're going to do it bigger and better because not only is it going to feed us, but it's going to feed our animals also. The rabbit loves potatoes, so we spoil her and give her potatoes all the time.
I also have my grapevines over here, which are growing fairly well. We're going to go ahead and plant these out in the garden, and I built a little trellis outside. Hopefully it'll hold up to the wind. I guess we'll find out. Follow me outside and let's get to planting.
Well,
So we're going to call it a day. We got a lot of our plants planted.
the rabbit is doing great. Hopefully the duck will still sit in the eggs, or the chicken, whatever, and hopefully they won't get knocked out.
Yeah, I guess we'll see if they are sitting on them tomorrow.
Yep. So guys, thank you so much for watching and subscribing.
We hope to hear from you guys. Comment your comments down below.
Comment your comments, guys. Come
Comment
on.
your comments. So you guys, Jared bought corn for us to grow.
Send me some of that corn.
Do you guys think it's gonna grow? And what is your experience with growing corn? I haven't seen a lot of homesteaders growing corn, at least that we watch. So comment your input down below as far as growing corn goes.
So guys, yes, I'm using my hands to talk again. As always, thanks for checking us out on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, the Facebook family group. It's the Crocker Homestead family. As always, thanks for doing everything you guys do. Comment below if you want us to grow more stuff, and I don't know why I'm yelling. And to end this video today, I'm gonna try some of Jaylena's keto brownies.